Hello, this is a recording for Activity 4 Shared Writing for Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. As you know, you have the option to go into your own Google Classroom and click on Activity 4 you see up here, Shared Writing, and go through this assignment on your own. However, if you'd like me to walk you through it and guide you, then that's what this video is for. So on the first page here of the slide, you see that it always tells what it is we're going to be doing today. So we are going to draw a picture and finish the sentence to give your opinion. If you need other languages, you can go into the slide yourself and click on the language that you need. The school district has also always provided the activity again for you and the directions as well. Going into the slide, you have the option of watching the video for the little house again or listening to the read aloud again. Those are also available in our classwork under our Just for Fun read alouds. If you click on the little house, you can read the book again, okay, or have it read to you. So that is an option. If you need to go do that to refresh your memory, please go ahead and pause this video and go do that now. If not, we're going to move on to the next slide. So we're going to watch a video first, and you're going to think about your opinion. Now, we talked about opinions in school. So opinions, remember, and if we were there, I would bring out my anchor chart to show you. But opinions are your thoughts or your feelings, okay? No one can really tell you your opinions are wrong because it's how you feel or how you think about something. So let's watch the video.
Meow, 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 meow. Opinion Writing for Kids. Episode 1. What is opinion writing? Your opinion is what you think or how you feel about something. People can have different opinions. Some people love pizza, and some people hate pizza. That's their opinion. We can share our opinions with others by writing about them. When someone is talking or writing about their opinion, there are certain words you might hear. Opinions may start with I like, or I believe, or I think, or you may hear other opinion words like the best or my favorite. So let's see if you can find the opinion. I love dogs because they are so cute. Or dogs have fur and tails. Which one is an opinion? Did you say this one? If so, you're right. It tells someone's feelings about dogs, not just facts. If you're ready to start brainstorming your own opinions, check out Episode 2, Choosing an Opinion Writing Topic.
So we are going to write about our opinion today, if we'd rather live in the city or the country. So, where would you like to live? In the city or in the country? So I'm actually filming this video before the day that you're watching it. I try to plan ahead a little bit. I put a post out on the dojo and on the classroom asking the kids what where they would rather live if they could choose right now if they would want to live in the city or the country. It's hard to do shared writing when you're there and I'm here. So I figured this might be a good way to have the kids be able to interact. So I'm going to go into my class dojo and see. I got a comment from Katie, who is Kasaira's mom. And Kasaira said, here we go. In the country, so we could have more space to do things and houses aren't together. So I'm going to use some of Kasaira's thoughts to start a T-chart. You do not have to do this. I'm just doing this for you to help you kind of formulate an opinion of what you think, where you think you'd rather live. Okay, so when I'm coming up with trying to form my opinion, I might make a T-chart. So do my line down the middle and across. So let's say this is the country and this is the city. Okay, so I'm going to put a few keywords here that Kasaira said. So she said more space. Okay. And more space to do things. So to do things. Okay. And houses aren't together. So for that, I would say, houses are further apart. In the city, our houses are pretty much right on top of each other, right? I live in a row home, so like my house is connected to the houses next to me. All right, so let me minimize myself here a little bit. Okay. So the question is, where would you like to live? In the city or in the country? Now, if you look on this slide here, okay, and I'm going to make this a little bigger here so you can see. So if you look on this slide here, this is kind of giving us a T-chart also. So it shows you in the city. You might want to live in the city because it's busy, because it's fun. There are cars, it's noisy, there are buildings, there are parks, there are streets, trucks, and it's loud. So for my T-chart that I'm doing, okay, I am going to add to my city side why I like living in the city. So I like the busyness of the city. So I am going to write busy. Okay. So I grew up in the country and I loved growing up there. But now I live in the city and I love living in the city because I do love that it's busy. But I have the advantage that my family still lives in the country. So, if I do get sick of the city, I can say, you know what, I want some peace and quiet. All right. And I'm actually going to write that over here on the countryside. There does seem to be a lot more peace and quiet in the country. Peace and quiet. Okay. It is a lot noisier in the city. There's a lot more people. There's a lot more going on in the city. But I like the busyness of the city. So that's why I might say I like the city. I would rather live in the city because it's busy. And I feel like there's more things to do in the city than there are to do in the country. All right. But again, that's my opinion. Someone else might feel differently, and that's okay. You can't tell someone that their opinion is wrong. It's how they think or how they feel. Okay. You may not like their opinion, but it's their opinion. So let's look here then at, let's see, the country. So you might like living in the country because of the farms, because of the animals, because of the cows. It's quiet. There's more grass. There's more fields. There's tractors and trees. Okay. So you decide for yourself where you would rather live, in the country or in the city. And once you think you've decided, you need to know why. You can't just say, oh, I'd rather live in the city. Well, why? You need to be able to support your opinion as to why you think the city is better to live in. So, what you have to do is you have to draw and write your opinion. So, kids, I want you to think about when we were in school and we did this or that Thursday. So I asked you, what do you prefer? This or that? So in this case, do you prefer bacon or do you prefer eggs? And you had to, if you had to pick one, you had to draw a picture and then you had to write a sentence. I would rather have eggs or I would rather have bacon. I want you to take that idea of this or that Thursday that we would do in our journals and use that for because this was your opinion too, right? We just didn't use the word opinion. And use that to help you here when you're thinking about if you'd rather live in the country or the city, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is draw a picture. So let's say that this is your piece of paper. Okay, let's pretend this is your piece of paper that you have to use. Blank piece of paper at the house, lined, whatever you have. Whatever you have, you're going to use, okay? So you have to draw a picture of where you'd rather live, and then you have to write a sentence. So think of that, bacon and eggs here, okay, this or that. So think whether you would want country or city. Okay, and, sorry. And draw your picture, city or country, okay? So take a minute right now and either write at the top of your paper, city, or write country. So at the top of your paper, write city or write country, based on your opinion, where you would rather live. So for me, I rather live in the city. So at the top of my paper, and I'm not writing this in blue because you're not going to write it too if you don't want to live in the city. If you'd rather live in the country, you'd write country at the top. But I'm writing city. I'm also going to write, and this I am going to write in blue because you all need to write your name like I'm doing right now too. So I'm going to write Mrs. Hill, and you're going to write your name at the top so we know whose paper this is. So I'd rather live in the city. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my picture. So I'm going to draw some buildings, right? Some skyscraper buildings. My little windows. So I draw like large rectangles, and then I draw little squares for my windows. Okay, I'm going to make the buildings close together because I know that in the city the buildings are close together, right? Okay. Now, I know that for my reason, I'm going to write that I like being in the city because it's busy, right? So I need to make sure that I'm making my city busy. So I'm going to draw, and I always tell the kids, I am no artist, but I try, right? Okay, so here's a car, draw another car, kind of like bumper to bumper traffic, which I don't like that about the city. Okay, might draw some people here on the streets. Okay, all right, and I might go back and add more to my drawing to make it look a little more busy. But I have to have my drawing, okay, that shows where I'd rather live, in the country or the city. And I should see aspects of whatever if you're drawing the city, I'm not going to see a cow in the middle of the street, right? If you're drawing the country, I might see a farm, I might see animals, chickens, right? And same as in the middle of the country, I'm not going to see a huge skyscraper building like I would see in the city. So make sure your picture shows where you'd rather live, and make sure it's relevant, the things that you choose to put in your picture. Then we're going to write a sentence. Now, you can follow the sentence that is on the slide right here. So this sentence here, I would like to live in the blank because blank. Totally can use that sentence if you want to. I am using a different sentence that I know we are more familiar with because we used it in class when we were doing this or that Thursday. So I'm going to write this in blue, and try to get the computer a little closer here so you can see this. Okay. So I'm going to say I would rather, right? So I would rather live in the, and I'm going to put a line here because everyone's answer is going to be different depending on where you want to live. Because, and I'm going to write another line and a period because everyone's answer is going to be different, right? Now I'm going to write my answer in, but I'm not going to write it in blue because you can't copy my answer. So I would rather live in the city because it is busy. And I could add, with lots of things to do. All right, so busy with lots. Get rid of that period there because I'm going to write down another line. Lots of things to do. Period. Okay. Always go back and reread your sentence. I would rather live in the city because it is busy with lots of things to do. and I used busy from up here. If you are struggling with, well, where am I going to find these words so that I spell them correctly? I will show you that right now too. Okay, so that is on one of your slides here. So that is slide 8. Okay. So this slide right here is I'm going to give you some words that you can use in your sentences. If you need more help, I'm going to go back to the slide and end the video on the slide so that you can pause it and then use it as you're writing. But I just want to show you these slides here with the yellow. These are just extras. If you need more help, if you're not quite understanding the lesson, and I'm not there to differentiate for you and help you out even more, then you can watch the videos again. Gives you some sounds to listen to. Although it looks like right now the audio files are reaching their quota. You can see that there, that they're not letting you play them. The school district is aware that that's happening, and I received an email that they're working on fixing it. Okay, and then you have your resources. So those, like I said, those slides are just if you need more help. Okay, so I am going to end the video with this up so that you can pause it here and you can use these words to help you write your sentence. Don't forget to have someone take a picture of your work and send it to me via the Class Dojo or on upload it to the Google Classroom. Thank you very much.